Hello and welcome to another video by your favorite family member, Michael from the Raby family. So we got an exciting video and I am actually really excited about this information that Fortnite has finally let us in on. As you guys have all heard, this came out yesterday and a lot of top YouTubers and news channels about Fortnite have already covered this, but I just wanted to give you my take on this update that's going to be coming from a casual perspective, semi-competitive, trying to be competitive player. First of all, the season got delayed, and that sucks because I know a lot of people are bored of the game right now. There's been no updates, a lack of content, and even including myself, I've maybe logged on the last few days, or maybe in the last week, like three times maybe, and played for like a little bit in creative just to kind of make sure my builds are still fluid and the game still feels kind of natural to me. And so that kind of sucks. They delayed it, a couple more weeks out, the 20th of next month, which is basically a whole month. It was supposed to be on the 6th. And, that's going to upset a lot of people. But I think why they're doing this, which we are kind of figuring out now, is that Fortnite's going to be moving to an Unreal Engine's chaos physics system, which I'm sure some of you guys have already figured out what that is. And if you don't, it's basically just means that this new Unreal Engine, this system that they're going to be using, it's going to allow for buildings to actually break down rather than just kind of disappear as it is right now. So like, when you go into a like Battlefield game or something like that, how when you shoot a rocket launcher at a building, it actually like chunks kind of break off of it. That's kind of the idea of the system. It's just going to have that, which I'm actually excited about because right now, the reason to me, and probably why a lot of casual people just aren't playing the game right now, is because of the Boxfight meta. The Boxfight meta is very fun when you're playing with friends, but it's now become to the point where in every single game, everybody wants to boxfight. Nobody wants to just like have a full-on bloom battle spray, let's sniper, let's build one or two builds. People don't even want to build fight anymore. They literally just want to sit in a box and try to outplay you with the box fight. And it's, to me, from a casual perspective, personally, it's been very boring to fight against, and I just don't enjoy it like at all. Like it was a pretty cool idea, but now everybody's so good at it, and one of the main factors if you win the box fight or not, if like you're both a skilled player and you're kind of equally matched, is really comes down to ping. I'm on NA West and I get 30 to 35 ping at all times, and people that are in California, they have 0 ping. And there's not a lot of people who live in Washington that play games, especially FPSs, that I know of, that I've came across, right? And so they can just take my walls, they can take my stairs that I replace, they just can do whatever they want to me, and it just really sucks, unless I'm in a creative game with my friends where we all have 0 ping, and then it's more fun because it's actually like kind of equal. And so the box fight meta, I know, has a very high skill cap competitively, and it really does. There are so many cool edits you can do. There's so many cool tricks you can do. You can, like, if someone takes over your wall, just go out, build another box. The cool stair edit, the Mongrel Classic. I mean, there's so many cool things that you can do with box fighting. Very, very, very high skill cap. But you can kind of tell that Fortnite is in a kind of dry season, especially with the viewership that's going on. Like, it used to be the #1 game at all times for so long on Twitch, and now it's like the 4th, 5th game. Unless the biggest streamer like Tfue is streaming the game, and then it's like, maybe 2nd or 3rd. But still, 2nd or 3rd. It's not even the 1st anymore, unless they have like a tournament. You know what I mean? And then also, like, you could tell that because of the Boxfight meta, you have to put so much time into the game to compete with other people who are box fighting, and everybody wants to box fight. So all the casual players that want to just hop on for like an hour, or two maybe that week, or a couple hours that week, they can't because they just get killed. They just get owned. Like, people are boxing up, they go to take their wall, they instantly get pumped in the head or something like that, and then they're just like, okay, well, this game sucks, and they're just not having a good time. And so I know Fortnite wants to cater to the casual players, because casual players, if the game is fun, will turn into more serious players, and then they'll want to put an investment into the game, putting hours and time into it, which will then, end up spending money on skins, which is exactly what happened to me. When I was first playing the first 2 months of Fortnite, I was enjoying it like crazy, learning how to do 90s, everything, right? All that stuff, and I invested more and more time, and eventually I started spending money on skins. And so that's kind of the mindset that Fortnite has right now because of the loss of viewership. They need to get those casual players back so they can get their money back. It makes sense, right? Now, when it comes to the physics system, I'm hoping, and I think Fortnite is hoping as well, we don't actually know, we don't have any footage yet of what it's going to look like in Fortnite. They do say here that They're starting some tests with a small group of players. Those small group of players probably won't release anything because maybe legally or maybe agreement with Fortnite in them to try it. But I'm hoping, and I think Fortnite is hoping as well, that they're going to break the Boxfight meta. And that's really exciting because it'll make the game more fun. And then also I think from a, perspective competitively, like as viewership wants to watch like, live esports with the game, it might make it more interesting from a viewer's perspective because you'll kind of have more what's going on when people are actually fighting each other rather than people just sitting in boxes. And unless you know the game, you're not really going to know what's going on. Another thing with that engine, if you take a look at it, is it looks better visually. So Fortnite is going to change visually. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if they're going to still stick with the cartoony look. I don't know if that's going to change either. And so, with that physics system, that's going to make it more appealing to some people who are just really turned off by the cartoonish look. Now, I'm also nervous because Fortnite has that kind of feel with it being cartoonish and like with it having that kind of look, with the goofy emojis and the funny skins and, the dances and stuff like that. So I hope that is retained somehow. Again, we have no idea how this is going to plan out, but I'm excited to see kind of where things go. And then, something else that I'm excited about, and this is just a hunch, I think them implementing this system is actually a play for the future. Now, what do I mean by this? I'm thinking that Fortnite is launching this system because I think they're going to collect this data of their response and the feedback and all this stuff, right? In my opinion, I believe they're going to eventually release a RPG or an MMORPG in the next 5 years. And they're either going to use this engine and build upon it or some form of that. And I also think they're going to make the game change or look a different way because they want to attract the people that are playing Fortnite, the FPS game, to the MMORPG. And so something to think about. I generally think this is going to happen. The owner or the CEO of Epic Games kind of tweeted something out recently in the last couple of months about something that's going to happen at the end of this year, some projects they're working on. So I just have a hunch that something like this is going to come out. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's definitely not super edited well. It's just kind of me just giving my thoughts on what I think about the system. I'm generally really excited for it. I want the Boxfight meta to go away or at least tone down a bit to where everybody's just not playing the Boxfight meta in every single match. And I hope that with this as well, this update, that it can fix the ping issues that you have. When you fight someone else who has 0 ping and you have 30 ping, you're going to lose that fight. It's just a lot, well, not lose, but it's just a lot harder, especially in a box fight type meta. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.